Hello students. So today we are going to see modal verben topic. Very important and the basic topic. First, keep in your mind that we have total 7 modal verb in German. Total 7, I'll show you. So these are total 7 modal verben which you can see over here. Total 7. So these total 7 modal verben, the meanings are also mentioned with the black color pen. Yeah. So we'll go one by one with the meanings also. Just concentrate on the word that is können, which is written with blue color pen, and then directly concentrate on the meanings of the same, which is written with black color. So the first one is können. Now können means can, means ability. So first the pronunciation. So whatever I'll be saying you orally, you can note it down so that you register it in your mind, yeah, later on. Können. Können pronunciation is important for you. Können. Like how we make a sound of K-Y-O. Only you have to imagine that it has a sound of K-Y-O. Kyo. Können. Können, and the meaning in English is can or ability. What does this mean? When you have some ability to do something, like you have ability to sing, yeah, you have ability to sing. For example, you have ability to play guitar, you have ability to play piano. So if you have those ability, you can of course do it. You can of course sing. If you have ability to sing, you can sing. If you have ability to play guitar, you can play guitar. If you have ability to play football, you can play football. So can, how we use in English for the ability, is the same way we use can in German. Können is the original form of the verbs. Till now, it is very much clear to you all what is the original form and what are the conjugations. So that is no need to tell you about it. If you haven't watched the original normal rule video, please go watch it first and then only come back to this modal verben. Because before modal verben, we have almost covered 4 to 5 verbs. That is, first is normal rule. Second, you should know T/D rule. Third, you should know S rule. Fourth, you should know vocal verben rule. After that, you should know vocal verben plus S rule. And then you need to know helping verb and past tense of helping verb, and then you can come for the modal verben topic. Yeah. So modal verben, these are the 7. One good thing is there that we don't have extra verbs in modal. We have only 7 modal verben. So these are the 7. You should learn it and keep by heart. So we'll go to the second word, that is müssen. Müssen meaning is must or have to. Now why I have written there have to? Because when you have obligation to do something, you have to do it. Hook or crook, you have to do it. Yeah. So for example, tomorrow we have exam. We have to study tonight. There is no option given to us. We have to study. We must study. That is müssen. If you are getting paid for some work, you have to work. Yeah. So in that context, have to is used. Then wollen. Now wollen means wish. When you wish to do something, it can be a minute wish, it can be a big wish also. For example, if you say that I wish to eat ice cream tonight. So this is the smallest wish, but till we can use the word wollen. And when you say I wish to go to Germany, so that time also we can use the word wollen. Wollen means to wish. When you dream of something, when you wish of something, that is called wollen. Then fourth one is sollen. Sollen means should. Sollen. Zo sound should come. It is not S for snake. No, it's not S for snake. It is Z. Sollen. Okay. Sollen means advice and should. When you normally give advice to people, we generally use the word should. Like if you are giving advice to somebody who eats unhealthy food, you say that you should eat fresh foods. You should eat leafy vegetables. You should do exercise. So when we normally give advice to someone, we normally use the word should in English. So that is what sollen is about, advice. Fifth one, mögen. Mögen means like. When you like something, like I like fish, or you can say I like t-shirts, I like photo frames, I like animals, I like history. So whatever you like, it is not related to any concept. Anything you can like. You can like a place, you can like a man, you can like a human being, you can like an animal, you can like a object, a non-living thing. You can like anything. So if you want to use the word like, it's mögen. Yeah. Dürfen. Dürfen is generally used like how we have in English the word may I come inside. So in English we have two alternatives. Either we say can I come inside or may I come inside. Now can I is which we use on normal basis, but the exact and the proper one is may I. Whenever you are asking permission to someone, we normally use the word may I. May I. Yeah. So dürfen is nothing but to ask permission. When you ask somebody permission, you use the word dürfen. May I go out to play? May I eat my breakfast? May I watch movie? May I go to disco? Yeah. Or when you say like you are allowed to do this, okay? So I am allowed to drive vehicle. So allowed. So dürfen has may I, that is in the context of asking permission, and allowed when someone permits you to do something. So that is the meaning of dürfen. With the practice, you will understand it in much better way. At present, only this much meaning is enough. Yeah. Once you start using it, it will naturally, you will get the context of it. Möchten. Möchten means want or would like to. Now, the want and would like to has same meaning, students. It is not two different meanings, but used in different context. When you go to restaurant, yeah, and waiter asks you, like, what would you like to have? So just he wants to say that what you want. Yeah. So either he can say what you want, ma'am, or or else he will say what would you like to have, ma'am. Would like or want, it is actually the same thing in this context. Yeah. When you go to a shop of maybe a cloth, so the person will ask you, the salesperson will ask you, what would you like to have, sir? So there, of course, you will say something related to clothes. I would like to take some jeans. I would like to see some t-shirts. Yeah. So it is in the context, want or would like to. According to the place where you are, you can tell them what you want. Yeah. So möchten means want. If I am going to bedroom, and if you are saying, if somebody is there already in bedroom and the person says what you want, then you can say I want pillow. Yeah. So that time, what you want, it is related to the bedroom things. If you go to living room and somebody else is sitting over there, the person says what you want, then you will say I want remote. If you go to kitchen, the person will say what you want, I want plate. So in the context you have to change the what you want, but the want remains same, that is möchten. So these are the meanings of these words. Please go through the meanings very properly, and then we will now see how to conjugate these verbs. Yeah. Now we just saw the verbs meanings. Now we'll see the conjugations. First, we'll see können, müssen, wollen and sollen. Now if you see, I have made a square over here for können, müssen, wollen, sollen. Why I have made a square? Because these are the original forms of the verbs. The meanings are also written here. Can, must, which I have already explained you now. Yeah. So while doing the conjugation, compulsory, now assume this is a margin. Compulsory write this pronouns in the margin first. Then write the heading, können, müssen. You can even make partition over here. Yeah. Then only learn the ish form for you in modal verben. Like how in TD rule we have a rule. In S rule I have taught you one rule. In vocal verben one rule I have taught. In the same manner, in modal verben, you have a rule that you should learn ish form by heart. Why you should learn it by heart? Because it has no relation with the original spelling. If you see over here, it is K-O with 2 dots. N-N-E-N, Kyonen. But the ish form spelling is K-A-N-N, A for apple. Yeah. So this spelling and this spelling has no relation much with each other. So better to learn the ish form compulsory. Learn it and keep. Ish form of Kyonen is Kan. Pronunciation is also important. Kan. Mus. This is Musen. Y. Like we say to a dog. You. Yeah. And this is U. Mus. Difference between this and this. This is mu and this is mu. Okay, mu. Like how we say, for English speakers, how we say moose. There is a desert, no? Which we call moose. U. That U sound should come for U for umbrella without 2 dots. Moo. Moose. How we say moose? In the same manner, U sound we have to pick from that moose word. Only U. Don't take the whole word. Only U. That is moose. U. So this becomes moose. Moose. And this is like a dog. For a dog, in every country we do this peculiar sound of U. Like university is also kind of that thing. So musen and moose. Wollen and will. Zollen and zol. So this ish forms are very important for us. If once we have learned the ish form, I tell you students, other things you don't have to learn. You just have to keep in your mind. So ish form and RZS form I have marked with the pink marker. That is Kan and Kan are same. So I have marked it. So if you know ish form, you can copy paste in RZS. Ish form I know, copy paste in RZS. Ish form I know, copy paste in RZS. Ish form I know, copy paste in RZS. Once I have done this, then do form remains. Now in do form, I'll give you one more trick. Whatever is ish, copy paste only put st at the end. You will ask, ma'am, in normal rule also we just put st at the end. Yeah, but in normal rule, this part doesn't change. This part is similar to the original word. But in modal verben, the first part only changes. So you have to write ish form and then put st, student. Okay. Moose and then st. Now you have to make sure that if any alphabet is already present, don't repeat it thrice. Okay. Moose is already there. Just put t over there. Yeah. Will, st. Zol, zols. Never repeat any alphabet by yourself when you are putting endings. Yeah, the original whatever is there you have to put that, but when you are putting endings, don't repeat any alphabet. Kan, kanst, kan. So first 3 learn it separately. If possible, you can even write the first 3 conjugations with different color. Yeah, kan, kanst, kan. Moose, moosed, moose. Will, willst, will. Zol, zol, zol. Our main aim is this 3. If we know the above 3, all the above 3 if we know, the below 3 is easy because it is like a normal rule. How we do in a normal rule? You take the original word, write it, and then put the endings with black color if you want, en, t, en, like an original word. No need to use any other things. For below 3, we don't have to use brains. For the above 3, we have to use our brain. Okay. In the same way comes for Myogen. Myogen and Durfen we'll see first. In Myogen, as you can see, mag we have to learn. Mag, darf, darf. If we know ish, we can write RZS. If we know ish, we can write do also. But just write ish form and add st. That's it. Yeah? The below 3, like an original word. So the above 3, only ish form is necessary, and the below 3, like a normal rule. Take the original form, put en, t, same. For Myoisten, you have learned. Copy paste, then same ish form plus st, that's it. Then the below 3, when you conjugate, you have to little bit apply td rule. So while doing the below 3, you should understand this now, that when any particular verb is ending with t for tiger, you have to put an e over there to make it sound well. Okay. So these are the 7 modal verben which I told you. Now the rule I'll mention, whatever I explained you now. I have written the rule for you. So the rule is, here we have written it. Okay. Observe this and this part. Have you applied it? Ish form is written learn. Yeah, I told you to learn this. Do form is like ish only. Just copy paste ish plus st. And RGS form is ish is equal to. It is same to same as is ish form. So these three learn, and the below three you can conjugate by yourself, and the above three also only ish form if you learn, it is fine. Just copy paste in RGS. Here also copy paste and put st. But don't, for the above conjugations, please never use the original word. Yeah, this is the important part. Now this is how the rule is, and the remaining are normal. Remaining means the below ones are normal. Now once we know to conjugate this, we should also know to apply it. So I have given here one example for y'all. So as you can see over here, number 1, ergänzen Sie. Ergänzen means fill up. Okay. Dash Deutsch sprechen. Means he, Deutsch, German, sprechen means to speak. We have seen this word in vocal verben rule. You can go back, check it if you want. Dash Deutsch sprechen. Full stop. In the bracket können. So I want you to put this verb in this blank, but don't put as it is. You have to conjugate it and put. Okay. So können, you have to conjugate according to Now don't conjugate in your own mind in the beginning, because you all are beginners. If you have already practiced a lot, then you can do in your mind. But for a few days, you have to refer your rule chart, which I already showed. Okay, y'all. So refer it, conjugate whole können if you want again, and then you do here. Here also möchten. What will come in front of wir? Dürfen. What will come on in front of ish? Please don't assume anything. Revise the rule. Do properly revision. Go through the pronunciation. Go to the rule, and then only apply your knowledge always. Yeah.